Whoa. I'm streaming. I'm alive. Whoa, what's happening right now? Also, let me close this door so I can talk like a normal person and not spit out things. Anyway, welcome back. No one who is watching this. I have been purchasing a lot of books recently, and I've been wanting to talk about them because I need to, and I love the booktube thing, you know what I mean? I've been like marathoning booktube people and stuff like that, you know what I mean? I've been marathoning all of their videos and preparing for this exact moment. But the book I've recently been reading is Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Shannon McGuire. I have read the first book, Every Heart a Doorway, and it's currently sitting over there in that section of this drawer. Like, that might look like it doesn't open, but it does, and that's where I keep all my books after I've read them. And my comic books, which I have so many I need to read. So many comic books I still need to finish. But yeah, I've been reading this recently and I love it so much. Like, I love all the characters in the Every Heart a Doorway series. And if you don't want any spoilers for the series, or maybe this book in particular, because this is one I've been reading recently, then click off the live stream and just don't watch this part. But if you don't care and don't read and are never going to read this, then you can stay. And possibly come back later. And if you don't want spoilers, come back later. But so far I've been really enjoying this. I'm not that far into it, to be honest. Like, I should have finished it by now, because Every Heart a Doorway I finished like really quickly. And that was during my camping session. So I think it's because I was kind of having like a detox from my phone and the internet and everything. And that's why I was able to get through that as quickly as I did. But I've just like been pausing and not reading much of this book. So, but I really, really want to. But I will be talking about this very quickly, but I'm talking about it because I love this book series so far and all the characters, and it's just, um, so, okay, this Down Among the Sticks and Bones, two twins, well, they're twins with each other, whatever. I never claimed to know how to speak like a normal person. Anyway, they're twins, and they're named Jack and Jill. They're not actually. One's name is Jacqueline, the other is Jillian. But their name's shortened. Jacqueline goes by Jack, and Jillian goes by Jill. Later on in the first series, she goes by Jill. So I love this series. I absolutely adore it and love all the characters in it. And I think Shannon McGuire does a very good job at writing very likable and real characters, even in such a fantastical setting. Sorry, I'm dying. Anyway, so Down Among the Sticks and Bones, I'm not going to say, so far, I don't like this as much as the first book. It's fine. I do enjoy Jack a lot, and Jill is alright. But reading this, knowing what she does in the first book is very weird for me. But it is interesting to find out what their world is like, because with other characters, we got to know more or less what their worlds were like, but we didn't get to know much about Jack and Jill's world other than the little bit that we were told. I hope off of the tales of this novel, she writes the other characters' experiences as well. But there is Beneath the Sugar Sky, which is the third book, I think, in the series. And I haven't read it because I still have to finish this one. But I am so excited for that one because I've heard that the last one is all of the main characters of the first book going on a mission together, which sounds so fun and amazing, and I love it. But yeah, more talking about Among the Sticks and Bones. It's very insane so far, to say the least. Like, I didn't think that I would get as, like, I'm not gonna say shook, because I wasn't really shook, but I was just grossed out, I think, by their world. Like, I didn't think I could get any more, like, confused or surprised by these worlds, but I mean, I wasn't necessarily surprised with the character in this book that's recently showed up, the Master. I wasn't surprised by him because he was talked about in the first book, Every Heart a Doorway. So I knew about him, and I knew he was a creep, or it seemed like he was, because, well, Jill. Jill talked about how he would kind of like, he was creepy about her, and she said, "Oh, my master always liked to see me wearing these dresses and everything," and it was very creepy, and I was like, no, that's not good. And reading this book, I'm just reading everything about the master, and I think we gotta look into his head in one point in this book. If I can read this real quick.
I think I'm gonna take a quick shower and then you get
Alright. So let me find the page that this is on. It's very creepy. And this is what cinched it for me that he was a creepazoid. Okay. This is in reference to Jacqueline, or Jack, the not Jill, the girl I was talking about earlier. She's her sister. Anyway, the man's smile grew. She was very lovely, after all, with hair like sunlight and the sort of smooth skin that spoke of days spent mostly indoors, away from the weather. She would be tractable. She would be sweet. She might do. And keep in mind, these kids are like, they're very young, like 11, I want to say about 10, 11, something like that, and he's thinking about that kid like that, and it's just, it's so gross. And then, and like, on top of the fact that he wants them to call him master, it's just, ugh, it's so gross. And the dude is straight up a vampire. Okay, he's a vampire. Okay. But so far I'm enjoying it, and it's interesting. And I kind of like the way that the master interacts with let me find his name again. I forgot his name. I'm sorry. I think his first name is Michael with an E instead of an A-E. I don't know if that's exactly how you say it, but Dr. Bleak, that's his name. I like the way that Dr. Bleak and the master interact with each other. It's very interesting and funny, kind of, because like they interact like how normal people in everyday life would interact with each other, but it's like it's in another world. Like they're in another world, and this world seems to be all Victorian and old-fashioned, but they talk to each other almost like they're like modern day people. And which is weird because before then, the master spoke a lot like a Victorian person might, you know what I mean? Very proper English and everything. And then when they're talking to each other, they're very petty, and it's so funny. I think it's really funny. I kind of want to read a line of dialogue that I thought was really nice and funny. Oh wait, I think I stumbled on top onto something. Oh wait. Look it. Oh, I didn't know that was in there. I think that's probably Jill. That's so cool. I didn't know there was a drawing in this. I haven't read all the way through, and that's on page like 113. And I'm on 84, so I haven't read to that point, but I didn't know that there was a picture in there, and that's super cute. So, one sec. Okay, so they're essentially trying to take the kids or figure out which man will get to keep which kid, because last time a kid came, the master got to keep him, and so and Dr. Bleak got upset about that. So the master was like, okay, Dr. Bleak, next time you can have the foundling, which is what he calls them, foundlings, I guess, because he finds them and they're younglings, so foundlings. Anyway, they're talking about that, and they're talking about each other's houses. And the master says Dr. Bleak lives outside the village, and then he goes on to say he has a hovel, rats and spires, and the like. It's nothing compared to a castle, so he's being very catty. And then Dr. Bleak rolls his eyes. He's like, really? Really? You're going to resort to petty insults? I haven't even made my choice yet, so it's funny. It's very funny. I the way they interact so far is very interesting, and I like it. Okay. So, and I have bought a lot of new books recently, online. The most recent that I just got today, not too long before I started the stream, is A Dark Shade of Magic, or A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. And I've heard so many good things about this book that I think I'm really going to love it. And then I've gotten all the Diviner books. I've gotten the Diviners. I think A Layer of Dreams is the second one. Yeah, Layer of Dreams. And the last one is Before the Devil Breaks You, I believe. Can't even see it, but I'm pretty sure that's the title of the last one. I'm gonna have to fix that stack later because it's bothering me. Anyway, I think we've all gotten caught up, or I've catched people up on how far I've read into this. And I've explained that I've gotten a new... I'm so sorry about how bad my room looks. I promise it's not like... I know where everything is. It's just very messy, and yeah, it looks bad, but... And so these are all the books that I have recently got, and I haven't even really begun to read any of them yet. I've begun to read the first book in the Diviners series, which is The Diviners, and so far it's very interesting, and I can't wait to read more into it and to read the next 2 books in the series. Also, I can't wait to read Beneath the Sugar Sky, which is the last book, or maybe not the last book, I won't say that, but it's the last book as of now in the Every Heart a Doorway series. So yeah, I love all these characters. All the characters in the first book, they're so great. Nancy is amazing. Okay, she's the main character, and people might be like, she's boring or whatever, just because she she doesn't like move or react much to things, but it makes sense with her character, and that's why I'm just like, well, she might be boring, but it makes sense at least that she is that way. Also, she's asexual, which is awesome representation, and she's so like, and not because it's awesome, and she like flat out says it, so you don't even need to like, is she? And it does reaffirm multiple times that she is, which is great, and it doesn't like shove it down your throat like some people claim that LGBTQ plus things do. It doesn't do that. And there's a transgender character, Cade, I think, and I love him. He's amazing, and I ship him and Nancy so much. Literally, they're so cute. Also, Nancy's aesthetic is just it's A plus. And just Cade is amazing, and just all these characters are so good. I love Jack. She's my favorite out of the 2 sisters. Obviously, because Jill's very. Oh, speaking of things, look who decided to break into this live stream. Oh, she's just rubbing herself against the camera. That's nice. And she's all dirty. Fantastic. Oh my god. She's so cute. Look at her. Look at her. Oh, look at the majestic beast. Oh my god, I love her. Okay. Oh, look at you. Look at your bubbles. Are you excited about the books, kitty? Do you like them? Oh, also, there's a book here called The Monstrumologists, I believe. Oh, sorry. Don't want to show people my feet. Anyway, The Monstrumologist, which is by Rick Yancey, the man who created the Fifth Wave series, which is a series I'm very hot and cold on. Oh, why did you step on you? Don't go under my bed. Okay, she's left the building. Okay. Anyway, that's all I really have to talk about today. I just really wanted to discuss a lot of books that I love and have been reading. Oh, speaking of, maybe I can. No. You know what? I don't want to take off the jacket until I finish the book. Okay? I'll see what's underneath after I finish it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and there might be more book updates in the future. Until then, to those of you who don't hear it often enough, I love you. Bye.